everyone. Welcome to the Ron's Basement Show.
This is... I don't like this at all.
I'm Ron, and this is my basement where we do the show. If you don't like it, you could get out.
That's a look. What are you doing? You're having... Okay. Hi.
Oh, God. You can see your knee. Pull your knee in.
Oh, God. Oh.
Ignore the knee. That's somebody else. That's a cat down there. That was a cat's knee. Oh,
A cat's knee? That's kind of alarming.
Yeah.
I got guests on the show tonight. Heather Wells.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Jesus.
Welcome to the show.
Yep. It's me. Despite everything.
Maddie
it's still
Ziegler.
me.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I do. It's because of the zipper on my hoodie. I look like a...
You're right.
Oh my God! I see it now! Oh, that's fucking really good. That's really good.
More like Heather Goods. Oh my lord.
Oh God, I just got it. Oh, Sean. No.
This is the Ron's Basement Show. It's Saturday, so
Sure is.
so you know what it is. You already know.
I have been about 95...
I'm trying to make it look like I'm a balloon swaying in like a slight breeze.
Yep.
You're doing it
Doing a
very
good
well.
job. I've been about 95% sure all day long that today is Sunday.
Me too. Let's destroy the facade here. I'm sorry.
just tired.
It's too warm to have a hood up. I still kind of look like a balloon, huh?
You do.
It's better now.
Closed captioning.
I'm just gonna fear.
There's add-ons for Twitch to do closed
There
captioning.
are. I see them a lot. They're
But I don't
cool.
think
Jill
it would
uses
work.
one.
Yeah, I don't think it would work with 3 people talking, though.
They would probably have a hard time with us
It would-
talking over each other.
Right, it would be a big jumbly mess.
But like, I don't know. We need sign language.
I don't remember sign language. I had to learn it in middle school because we had a deaf student. He was really cool.
This is a Ron's Basement Show.
Yes. We need to move past that part into the next part.
No, we're still in the intro. How are you guys doing this week?
Tired.
Yeah.
Why?
Why was I a balloon just before? Well, that's just how it is on this fuck of an earth.
Because
Why?
he's flying high.
Why did you choose the green hoodie for this?
I should have worn my green shirt.
I
I'm
don't
a
think-
balloon. Get it?
Yeah, no, I'm just all gray. I'm just gray from head to toe. What a surprise.
So look, here's the deal.
Ever gray.
I'm
Makes
really,
sense.
I'm fucking sweaty in this
Take the
hoodie.
sweater off.
No, it's too good of a bit.
I think the bit ended now that you have zipped down a little bit and we can see your blue shirt beneath it.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Oh God.
We just rewatched it.
I'm still rewatching.
It's true.
It's
I
not
didn't
over.
just rewatch anything. Fuck! The basement background!
No!
Fuck!
I just remembered too.
Everyone, hold on a minute.
The show's on pause.
You guys stretch. Stretch.
Okay, I'm stretching.
No, stretch. Stretch.
I'm stretching, Ron.
How's your guys' week been?
It was
Eventful.
Fine.
I think yesterday was pretty eventful.
Jesus H. Christ.
That just scared the fuck out of me.
Oh, I like that the swirlies are like...
Oh my God. That scared the shit out of me.
I hope that was worth the $5 you just paid, Harley.
You did say it was loud.
It was very loud.
Oh God.
Wait, I see. No.
You
Oh,
might-
we must be close. There's a Pee-wee's Herming.
Pee-wee's Herman.
I can't do the Pee Wee Herman laugh, but it's my favorite thing in the world.
Anyway, what were we talking
There
about?
it is!
Yeah, I know. Or how was your week, you guys? You need to tell me how your week is.
It was a week.
For God's sake!
It happened. It was a week that happened, and we did stuff, and I worked, and I...
Damn, Harley just
put
paid
together
500 points with
Excel.
hydrate.
Goodness. Put together some Excel spreadsheets.
That wasn't bits around, that was channel points.
Okay, but that was still a lot of channel points. I think it's only like 100, isn't it?
No.
Did I make it 500?
It's
I think it's
500.
500.
Oh, wow. I'm way off.
What are you trying to do, Ron?
You guys need to come on, stretch.
We are! We were
Come up with
talking
a
about
topic.
the bits versus channel thing. Okay, topic. Let's see.
What else did I do this week? I did Binding Coil of Bahamut. I did the whole thing for the first time ever yesterday. I took my group of friends. There were like 6 of us. It was 6 fucking cat boys, which is funny.
Oh my god.
Through Binding Coil. We fought a big booty dragon. That's about it.
I've gotten into like contacting customer service to like get old game accounts back, and going through emails from 2013 is a lot. Like, that's some cursed stuff back there in 2013.
I don't remember much of Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Is Pee-wee's Big Adventure the one where he like meets Big Marge?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Large
Large
Marge.
Large Marge. My bike! I can't do a Pee-wee, but I love it. I love Pee-wee.
Rachel always really loved Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The snake part is pretty good.
Large Marge is like still cinematic.
I always
gold.
liked the snake part.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I've never actually seen the full movie. I've only seen like maybe 30 minutes of it.
The light now it like the green screen is like kind of not working on me. Like
Yeah,
this weird background.
whatever.
We're here from the basement.
Can we try these fucking Kit Kats that I've been waiting like weeks to try?
We're still in the intro of the fucking show.
It's
This
10
is
minutes.
the Ron's
How long
Basement
is it?
Show.
You didn't even say it's been a long week for.
I run the show. It has been a long week. It's been a long day today.
It has kind of been a long day.
Fuck. You know what would go great
In the
with
middle
this
of the
long
night.
day is a weird Kit Kat.
Yeah, you can't really.
It's
Tit for
upside
tat,
down.
tit for cat.
You can't. It's like so blown out. That
The
camera is
lights
really
are-
poor.
The lights are
Do you
very
want me to
bright.
just...
Hold up to the other camera.
What other camera?
That one right there.
This one?
Yep. Apple
Oh,
Pie Kit Kat from Jacob.
I like weird Kit Kats a lot.
Well, let's bust open these Kit Kats and give them a little tasty taste.
Sure.
You don't have to eat it all now. Here, hand me one.
Well, I figured we could split
Oh,
them.
do we have
I
some
mean,
Oh,
split
yeah.
ones?
Are you guys really gonna
Smart.
go to town, all fucking 4 little Kit Kat
I don't know.
bars?
There were 3, and so my brain was like, free 3. That's what we need to do.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. You got your Kit Kats. How do you eat them? You break them apart, brick by brick, and
Yes.
then eat them, or you just take a
Yes.
big old bite?
That's
But do you
chaotic.
also scrape the? I guess this isn't chocolate.
It's
or maybe
chocolate.
it is. But do you scrape it off and then eat the wafer like without additional chocolate?
It's too much effort.
I'll be honest with the.
Oh God, the smell! It's strong.
Ooh, it is very strong smelling.
It doesn't smell bad.
It smells like apples.
Smells like a
It smells
candle.
like fake
It
apples.
smells exactly like a
It smells
candle.
like I'm about to eat an apple pie candle.
This is.
I am a.
I am really psychotic about how I eat food. And
If I'm honest with the folks at home, I do eat Kit Kats by just taking a big old bite.
Like out of the whole chunk
Mhm.
of 4,
That's
that's
disgusting.
horrible.
Okay, this sucks.
Really?
I kind of like it.
I think it's fine.
I think it tastes good. It's letting me live the fantasy of eating candles.
I
I don't
know
like
that I
white
would go
chocolate.
There. Oh really? I love it.
White
good.
chocolate is not chocolate. Mmm. So it's got the Hi, Mom. It's got a bad aftertaste.
It tastes... I don't know what it tastes like.
What's it taste like? Because I can't put my finger on it.
You know those little, like...
Yes.
Coffee
wafer
cake?
cookies.
Those little,
the
like...
little wafer cookies.
I was gonna say coffee cake.
It tastes like those little wafer cookies.
It does, yeah.
It tastes like those little... Thanks for the subscription, Sean.
Those things that only come in like purple or pink, like chocolate and white for vanilla.
Yes. Those
Well, I mean,
little...
And there's like
Wait.
there's no brand attached to them. It's always like Kroger brand wafers. Like I can't think of a single brand that makes those.
They just, I mean, that's what a Kit Kat kind of is, right? It's just the wafers.
I guess so, yeah.
Tastes
just with
particularly like a wafer.
I agree.
Is this a
But
big
I thought it was
fake
good.
Why
Etsy
are these on
wafer?
Etsy?
I
Are they
think that's
fake?
soap.
Or are they? Oh yeah, it does kind of look like it might be soap.
That's what these taste like. It tastes like these.
Do you not get the satisfaction of eating soap when you just ate that Kit Kat? Or a candle? Am I the only person who wants to eat candles?
Yes, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about,
We've
man.
already
You're out of your
established-
goddamn mind.
I want to eat weird shit.
Yeah, I don't want to eat a candle.
I have no
As a
interest
person who
whatsoever
has
in
actually
eating a
eaten
candle.
wax before, it's
Oh no.
I mean, it's a
How did
nerd,
you
right?
Eat, how did you eat wax?
You
I
just
had
eat
braces.
wax.
And so, like, when the braces chew up the inside of your lips or your gums or whatever, they have you put this wax, like, on the braces. It's
Oh,
edible. It's like the
no.
wax that goes in to make chocolate. But
It's
it's
pica.
strange.
Yeah, I probably have some form of pica where I want to eat weird shit and I don't know why. It's either like pica or I have like a deficiency.
That's true. Fall flavors do
I think
smell
you
like
get
they taste
pica
good.
from having a deficiency.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like, you get the urge to, like, eat dirt because your iron is super low. Or, like, I want to eat a candle because I'm a freak.
Hey,
okay, well, that's true.
don't be mean.
That's true, but also it's like they smell good. I'm like a very smell person. If something smells bad,
I'm
I
a
can't eat it.
very smell person.
Yeah, like I'm a very. I didn't want to say I'm a very smelly person.
We got one other thing to try.
I don't really want to try that.
I'm smell oriented. Thank you, Sean. It was either that or I'm a smelly person.
We got another gift from. I forgot to mention, this is a gift of Jacob Barble.
You
Did
said
I
that
mention
You
already.
that?
mentioned it. Correct.
Jacob
You're
Barble, friend of the show.
Jacob Barble.
Jacob Barble.
Jacob Marble.
Jacob Barble. Friend of the show. Chicken Cat Go-Gurts.
Yeah.
Girl, I would eat them anyway.
No crunch, all smooth.
That's my brain. No crunch, all smooth.
Jacob Barble gave us these Kit Kats. Thank you, Jacob. Another friend of the show, Robert Lewis. You may have heard of him.
One
Gave
time
us-
sponsor.
Many times sponsor,
A
actually.
beneficiary of the show.
Did he benefit from the show?
He got his name out there.
Isn't a beneficiary somebody who would benefit from the show?
You know, Heather?
It's
I
Saturday,
truly don't know.
folks. It's been a day.
But this is some spicy habanero cheese.
Strange. Ron just like lost it.
I just swallowed one of the little pepper chunks.
You okay?
I didn't even eat any yet, folks. I literally just licked a little fleck of pepper off my thumb. Now I'm chewing it.
That would make like good queso.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm chewing it.
Proud of you.
Did you already swallow it?
Yeah, I ate it. I ate a huge chunk.
Did you just swallow it whole?
No, I chewed it. It's cheese, Ron. It's not like I'm eating bone. And so I don't have to like chew it for a half hour.
Well, I just chewed it for way longer than you.
I don't
Maybe you
chew
just
my
eat
food.
slow.
very much.
No one's ever accused me of eating slow.
I definitely do not. I'm like, I inhale food. And I'm like, it's gone. Goodbye.
That's some pretty damn good cheese.
That is really good cheese, yeah.
Thank you, friend of the show. Now I have the hiccups.
Did it give you a hiccup? Did the cheese just give you a hiccup? Why do you throw your hands up in the air like you're being arrested every time?
I also have heard to put your hands up when you get hiccups. I don't know where that comes from. Ron takes tiny bites.
Ron does have he has a tendency to do things like food related in tiny portions.
Here's why I put my hands up, because anytime when I was a kid, my mom, if I coughed or did anything like that, first thing my mom would say, put your hands up.
Like if you were choking?
Yeah, put your
like
hands
you
up.
swallowed down the wrong pipe. Hands up.
Hands up.
Yep.
That was the first thing that my mom always told me to do.
What?
Tiny bites.
I do say
Probably.
tiny bites. I eat in tiny bites.
So my first reaction when I have hiccups is hands up.
Pisses Uncle Ron off.
I guess. I mean, who cares? I take tiny bites. What's wrong with that?
It's the tiny cup thing. It's the tiny cup thing because of like today when I was doing dishes and you got a glass of water and then sat the glass next to the sink and were like, don't put this away. Like, don't clean this up.
Well, why waste cups?
Walk back to the sink, fill it, drink it all while standing right there, and then sit the cup back down.
That's how I drink water.
It's just weird to me that you won't fill it up and just take it with you.
I won't remember to sip it. It'll just sit there full.
I also do that, right?
The only
So I
way
go
to
to the
remember
sink.
No, but you actually have a water bottle of water that you like,
I go to
take
the
in
sink,
your room
I
and
fill up
drink
my
out
cup.
of.
That's
I
true.
chug the cup. I put the cup down. I leave that cup there because in a little while I'm gonna need some more water.
Why not
dirty a bunch
just
of
get
cups?
like a really big water bottle,
Sean, you cursed.
fill it with water, and just keep it with you?
Because I won't remember.
How can you not remember if it's right in front of you?
Because I don't feel thirsty.
Ron Cam, him taking a tiny sip.
What are you trying to say, Rachel? Ron cam on him taking a tiny Dio.
Dio is from, what the hell's that anime that
JoJo.
everyone loves?
Dio
JoJo.
is Ronnie James Dio. There is no other Dio. There's no
in the dark.
There's no fucking anime Dio bullshit. I don't want to hear about that.
Isn't on One Piece there's a character called Scratch Menapoo?
Why would I know that?
And his, like, arm is a flute, and his whole body is, like, a banjo, and, like, he's a villain, but he's just made out of instruments.
That's pretty
And he
hardcore.
fucking takes his arm off and blows in it like a trumpet.
That's pretty hardcore.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I feel like One Piece is like one of those things that just a huge entertainment.
Anime sucks.
Ron doesn't like art.
Anime does not suck.
Anime is very good.
Anime's fine.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen,
did that to yourself.
I hit the wrong button. There we go. I had to make sure that we were still recording there.
That's what happens when you try to silence us.
Uh,
It's true. Are we going to start that conversation about how Deep Space Nine is the most anime of the Star Treks? Because it's true.
but I like it, so therefore
It
it
can't
breaks
be
the
anime.
rule of being
yeah,
anime.
no, that's not true. It's very anime. A blob man who's just made out of liquid is like the most anime.
That's anime?
It's very anime.
That's pretty anime.
Everything
Ron.
about it is anime.
We got some other stuff to do on the show today.
We do. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to talk about the table.
Okay.
Oh
So
God.
let's talk about the table.
We are going to talk about the table.
Let's do a quick background on the table
Yep.
for everyone at home. All right? So, 2018, September, Heather goes to Japan.
I do. A thing I'll never get to do again.
We had been moved into our house for approximately 2 months.
God.
the basement show was yet but a twinkle in my eye. I didn't have any plans for a basement show at that point. But the point is, Heather was gone, and she was going to be gone for like a whole week.
It was
right?
like 10 days.
10 days. So while she was gone, I took the whole time she was gone off of work. Is that weird, by the way? That I took off? Heather was out of town, so I took time off of work.
No. No,
Some
I
people,
think
people at work were like, "Really? That's hilarious."
I mean, sometimes you just want to be at home.
Anyway, I got it in my head that I would finish some projects at home during the week that I was home alone, and among those projects was to build a fire pit in our backyard.
Yep.
And also to build a gaming table. So that we could play Warhammer 40,000 at our house without having to go to a stinky game store.
Yep.
I also had another project in mind, which was I was going to try and put in a exhaust fan in our bathroom because it doesn't have one.
That's a little bit more than, like, build a table. That's a little bit more of a project.
I honestly, what we're going to get into here in a minute is I think that would have been easier.
Oh, God, okay. I'm ready for this.
So, boom. Heather leaves on a Friday, I want to say.
Yeah?
I want to say it was a Friday. Saturday morning, I wake up early, clean the house. Bunch of people are coming over. A guy who we worked with, who's from India, coming over to my house to hang out. It's his first time hanging out with like a bunch of American people. So we were like, all right, we'll watch football and we'll build a fucking table. And that's what we're going to do today.
How very stereotypical. I love it.
We did nothing with the table. We got the wood that day, the lumber. That's all we did.
Already starting the list in my head.
Jake brought saws. He brought saws. He brought
Yep, already got the list going.
all sorts of tools and stuff over. We got it all set up. I think we cut like one board, and then we're all just like staring at each other like, well, I don't know how. What do we? Does anybody know how to do woodworking? No. Anybody? Harley was there. He brought his friend Ben, who apparently is a woodworker. But he wanted nothing to do with it. And I don't blame him at all, because none of us had any fucking clue what we were doing. No clue. Nobody knew where to start. Nobody knew what to start with. And we didn't even know how much wood to buy.
Then why did... Okay.
So we all like had to sit down with like a basically like napkin, math it out to try and figure out how much... do images of the table... Yeah, they exist. Here, I'll put one up here.
It's an SCP. SCP Ron's table.
I'll send you a picture of the table from approximately like an hour ago.
Oh, did you take a picture of it?
Yeah, I did. This is kind of a bad picture.
I mean, it's still a picture, though.
I was just like, what message did I just get? You just sent the message and I watched you send?
This is a picture of the table. This is a very bad angle of the table.
Does it have a good angle?
It's 6 feet long by 4 feet wide on the playing surface. And then it's got approximately, I want to say, like 4.5 inches of like area on the outside. And then we left a hole in the middle where we were going to fit this television. And the idea was Heather could do, because at the time Heather wanted to do like DMing for like D&D, and we were like, it would be really cool. We could sink this TV in the middle here, and then it would. She could put a map up on the TV, and then we could just play directly on top of the TV. And then you wouldn't have to like draw a map, or you could download a map and not have to like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was the idea.
I also want to play D&D. It's been a while.
I know.
So, I think all that we did on the first day was make that over there. Or grab that camera right there and point it toward the back wall.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah, go ahead and
effort.
do that.
No,
Which one?
I don't want
The one right at your hand.
Oh, this one? One at the back wall.
You see that?
Look at
That thing in the background there that
Horrifying.
looks like a square? Lift it up a little higher. It's like a square of wood back there.
I can't tell.
That's alright.
I can just get up with it and walk over a little bit.
That square of wood is what we did on the first day. And we're like, oh, we'll put it together and...
It literally is just a square of wood. It's a couple planks screwed together.
We did like armchair math to figure out how much wood we need. The table is pretty much completed. Look at how much fucking extra
There's so
lumber
much.
there
There's
is.
so much.
I don't know what we thought.
Yeah.
Here, Maddie, point that camera at the extra lumber. There's so much extra lumber. It's
a lot.
and that's not even all of it because there's some
a little
there's some behind the camera right now.
There's some right here
Right there.
too, in the corner.
Yep. And then there's also a bunch in the little closety room over there.
That's a lot of wood.
That's a lot of wood.
Second project, a table 2.0.
So we plan on putting this table together. Jacob said we could do it in a day. First of all, shout outs to Jacob, who's not here right now, who said that we could do this in a day.
I
Out of
will
his
build a garage in a
fucking
day.
mind. Out of his mind.
I feel like I'm sinking down this couch.
So we didn't do jack shit that day. We fucking pigged out on food. I was smoking all day long, like smoking meats all day long. We had
Thank you for the clarification.
We had smoked bratwurst. That was amongst the best stuff I've ever made in my life. It was extremely good. That dude who came and visited us from India, he was in heaven, and afterwards he thanked me for having the best American experience of his life.
Aw, that's so nice.
Because he had gone to America a lot of times, but he never hung out with anybody.
Aw,
So it's like we watched football and we ate fucking bratwurst.
that warms my heart a lot.
It was nice,
Then
and
he
he
was
had
like,
a lot of
"Thank
questions
you."
about football that I could not answer. But
As long as he had a good time.
but we
so
didn't do
wholesome.
shit with the table, and whatever. The point being, we didn't do shit with the table.
So literally,
Then we have
the
a whole
conception of the
fucking
table.
week. We have a whole week left to finish this table, and okay, Jake said we could do it in a day. We didn't do jack shit that first day. We've got a lot of days left. We can get this table done.
9 days.
To sum up, we didn't do jack shit.
Needless to say, I came home from Japan and there was a half-finished table sitting in the middle of the basement.
Yep.
Was it like this?
It
No,
was
even less.
It was
Oh,
much
okay.
less.
So
Much
there
less.
has been work since then.
I want to say that all that we had was just the center part of it. Maybe
Okay.
the legs, but I bet the legs weren't even put together.
They were not. They
Oh,
were
no.
cut.
Okay.
We had cut most of the wood, I want to say, but so I mean, a year goes by. We did, by the way, finish the fire pit. We did the fire pit, but that was just basically digging a hole and
Putting stones around
putting
it.
some stones.
And I would
in
argue
there.
that maybe you guys didn't entirely finish the fire pit either because there was a giant pile of dirt that I had to help you take care of. when I
Okay,
got
great
back from
point.
Japan.
That is a great point. You did have to
So-
help me with all that dirt.
Yeah.
What'd you do with it?
We used it to level out part of the backyard that had a big dip.
Ooh, smart.
A year goes by before we even touch the table again. Honestly. Am I exaggerating?
Probably not.
A year went by before we even touched the table again. We ended
It
up
stresses
finally
me out talking about this
we
goddamn
put the
table.
legs together. The table is assembled.
The only reason that happened is I sat down with a notepad and I made you give me an exact
Yes.
list of things we were going to do
Yes.
in the order we were going to do them.
Yes. all that's technically left of the table now is to sand it,
Fill all
stain
the
it,
holes.
fill
and
all the
stain it.
holes, and stain it.
But the holes are many, and the gaps between the wood are many.
Yeah, there's
and some of the wood is cracking already.
Oh no.
It's very poorly made table.
It's got some problems.
So
little
Heather and
bit
I
of
had
Jesus.
a conversation this week. Heather came up to me and she said, "Ron, what are we going to do about this table?" And I said, "You want to get rid of it?" And Heather was like, "Yep." And I was like, "Yep, me too." I think she was like afraid to say that we should throw the table away. I think you were afraid to say that to me. And I had to tell her, "Heather, I hate that table.
That table
I
is
fucking
Ron's white
hate that.
I
whale.
know you hate the table.
I have no love for that table." First of all, before we decided to make a table, I said that I wanted to buy a table. I was like, I want to buy a table we can play Warhammer on. They're not that expensive. You can buy them on the internet. For a very niche piece of furniture like that is like $500 to $1,000. Now, relatively speaking, that is not expensive. Like,
Tables are fucking expensive.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't bought a table before, but for a niche piece of furniture, and considering how much money the Warhammer shit costs,
Yeah,
the table was relatively inexpensive. But Jake was like, "No, dude, it'll be easy, it'll be fast, we're going to build the table, it'll be cheaper." It's on your fingers, Heather.
Oh my god, I'm stupid.
Oh my god.
To build it instead of buy it. So I believed him, the bastard. I wanted to buy a table.
Show villain Jacob Varble.
I ended up spending more money on this table than
Yes, the table for Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer 40k.
for D&D and for 40K. I ended up spending at least $1,000 on that table.
My question is, if it was so easy, why couldn't Jake just do it himself?
That was always going to be a project. So Heather and I made the decision. Fuck this goddamn table. It's over.
Burn it in the fire.
We're done with this
No,
table.
we're not gonna burn it.
And I told Heather, we're going to go on the Ron's Basement show, where we are now, and we're going to do a lessons learned.
Yes,
We are, Heather, you're a project manager in your day-to-day life. Lay it on me. How do we begin? We want to tell me, what did we
Trust me,
learn
Rachel,
from this?
if we lived like where we used to live, we would burn that sucker. But we don't.
Yeah.
So instead, I'd rather somebody come take all this lumber off my hands. We are going to round table the table. So
How do we start?
normally when I run lessons learned, there's like 3 questions, and then
Okay.
people just share their thoughts in the 3 different questions.
Okay.
So those 3 questions are, what do you think went well?
Okay.
What do you think could have been done differently?
Okay.
And then we can't burn wood around here.
We're not allowed to burn wood, and it's a very big
It
table.
is
It's
a lot of
approximately
wood.
7 feet by 5 feet.
It's also the.
So
It's also-
measure that out. I mean, it's like this. It's bigger than the entire set of the Ron's Basement show. Let's say it that way. It's a very big table.
And then what advice would you have, basically, for somebody who was doing a similar project in the future, which I pray does not pertain to this, because
Let's start with the first question.
So the first question
what do you
is,
think went well?
what do you think went well?
I think I had fun with my friends.
Okay.
It was a shared experience.
Yes.
We all have a story about the table.
Yes.
And I can just say the table, and
Yes.
everyone knows what the fuck I'm talking
true.
about.
It's true.
That's a good experience. How about, what do you have to say about that?
No,
What
I
do you
agree
think
with that.
went well?
You probably learned some things about putting pieces of wood together and cutting wood. You learned more than you knew before you started.
That's true.
You gained the experience.
That's true.
The table was the friends we made along the way.
This is the title of Ron's memoir, The Table.
You could have paid for at least part of a trip to Japan. That almost would have bought you the plane ticket. But whatever. What else went well?
You built something.
No, we didn't.
You created something,
You did
whether or not it
create
was finished.
something.
Created. Some things
created
don't
something.
deserve to be created. Some things were a mistake to have been created.
What else went well?
I'm running out. I have no idea what else went well.
Can I get a clip of Ron just saying some things do not deserve to be created?
So let's table the conversation about what went well with the table. We can move on to the next part.
Okay, yeah. Well, if I think
what?
of anything else that I think went well, I'll let you know. Oh, I got a good one. I got a good one.
That is a lesson learned.
A lesson that I learned, or what went well with the table, is I realized that my time is just as valuable as my money. That's something that I learned.
Yep.
You can see through me. That's true.
So what would we do differently? What could we have done differently?
What could we have done differently? Number one, we could have planned it out much better.
Kyle, welcome to project management.
We could have planned it out much better.
Yes.
From the beginning.
I would 100%.
We could have
agree with
figured
that.
out exactly how much wood we needed to buy.
Were
Calculated.
you guys even working off of a plan when you
Yes,
started?
we were.
Okay.
But the thing is, we were working off of a modified plan. Who's the babe in the gray hoodie? That's you, Heather.
No.
You're the
I don't
babe.
know what you're talking about.
Oh.
His name's Ron, and it's a green hoodie. Actually.
So
Yeah, that is a part of the table that went well. You did give that man a wonderful experience.
we gave that guy a great
Yeah,
experience.
that was so wholesome. I loved that. Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel.
No one wanted to say it.
Yes, we failed to properly scope the project.
You did fail to
Number
properly
one-
scope the project.
Number one, we picked a very, very complicated table for our very 1st
We've
table.
learned the importance of a work breakdown structure.
One thing that I did not mention. Okay, just go ahead and. Just go ahead and. It's getting live in here, folks. So.
Keep talking. Tell me.
What was I saying though? I was saying we could have figured out exactly how much it would cost,
Yes.
and then we could have compared that
Yes.
to what it costs, and we could have considered the quality.
This is painful.
We could have considered the quality difference between a thing that I make versus something a professional makes,
Yeah. I think
and determined the pros and cons, the ins and outs, and the pluses and the minuses of building it myself versus buying it.
I think a lot of that can be summed up with we learned the importance of the planning phase of a
We
project.
learned the importance of the planning phase, yes, which we had none of.
We should have
basically.
picked an easier table template to work off of.
Yes, so I was going to mention that but I didn't mention this in the history of the table, but the original spec for this table was that it was going to be fully wired. Like, it was going to be wired for electricity. There were going to be
like there were going to be
plugs,
outlets in it. It was going to have cup holders. It
phone
wasn't until
chargers.
I came around and was like, yeah, we were scrapping all of that because we were talking about
Right.
cutting the holes and shit, and it just was like, Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Sean's got a
Thank
great
you, Sean.
point.
Thank you.
That about sums it up.
That does sum it up great. And a question, what are you guys talking about anyway? We're talking about building a crappy table versus buying a good table.
A failed attempt to build a table for playing
This
Warhammer.
is the table that we
and
built.
Dungeons and Dragons
It's
on.
poor. It is a poorly made table.
I mean, it looks nice in the picture, at least. The picture at least deceives the eyes a little bit.
Yeah, like you can't see the corners of the table, which are probably
Yeah.
one of the most fucked up parts of the table. Nor can you tell the fact that
Look.
if you put even like 10 pounds of weight on any side of the table,
does
it's
almost
gonna
tip
almost
over.
tip over.
It does almost tip
There's
over.
much wrong with the table.
The table is not even structurally sound. Even with the legs on, it will fall off.
I think at some point Ron took the pencil and wrote "fuck this table" on
did
top
write
of
it
the
on it.
table.
Yes, I did.
Really? Is it
Yes.
on there?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I bet it's still there.
That's
So,
great.
another thing that I think we could have done better is to pick a far less complicated table.
I think that is like that is the number one thing we could have done differently, is pick an easier template for the table. Because so much of that, the problems that arose with the table came from it being too complex, which led to, like, having all the extra wood and getting frustrated
Yes.
and having to scrap things
Yes.
and not knowing where to start.
And
all
but
of
the
that.
thing also though is that we were using a plan for a table that was 4x4, and
Oh, God.
we made it 6x4. So we adjusted the size of the table, which made things weirder. It made like measuring and buying wood more difficult, and also it made it so that we slightly modified the plans. But we didn't modify things like where the legs are placed. So, like, the legs are in a terrible spot. That's why the table's almost tipping over.
I didn't know that.
Also, another thing we could have done better is measure appropriately. Because honest to God, I don't know how we fucked this up so bad, but the table is the angles that things meet at, there's like a gap of like in some places like probably 3/4 of an inch.
Part of that I think is like, at some point you stop measuring it and start measuring against each other.
Okay, that's fair. That's
like,
fair.
I think that's the big issue there. Is we just measured it to what we thought it should be every time, but that's not what it actually. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, I think that all about sums that up. I also would just like to say that I think one of the things that we could have done differently is I think maybe having a big party on day number 1 of trying to also build the table was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Just because, like,
Too many distractions.
too many cooks. Oh my gosh, okay.
Too many distractions. Yes, I said that this is something that I identified during the process of making the table. That week where we were making
Oh my god!
the table,
Yes.
I personally would rather see Heather in the Virgil cosplay.
Hell yeah. Scum.
Scum.
Thank you.
So, what were we saying? In the process of that first week when we were making the table, at some point I told Bob, like, dude, when we do stuff this day, I don't remember what day of the week it was, I'm not going to be smoking food. I'm not going to make more meat. I'm not going to be grilling again, because when we do that, all we do is just watch the food cook and then eat the food and then don't feel like doing anything after we've eaten the food.
Yeah.
So that's something we could have done better. What else could we have done better?
It's not better. It's different.
What else could we have done differently? We could have evaluated whether or not Heather even wanted a table.
This was a
in-
surprise for me for
in-
when I came back from Japan, and
I
instead I
thought-
came back to a half-finished project and a bunch of wood.
I thought to myself, Heather likes to DM. Our friends could come to our brand new house. We could have people over, and we could play Dungeons and Dragons. And it would be on a cool table. But is that what Heather wanted? Never crossed my mind. I just assumed. I made an assumption. So that's something we could have done differently.
We really are just stressing the importance of the planning process.
What else could have been done differently? I think there's a lot of things. I have a lot of things for this category in particular. We could have
sometimes how it
purchased
goes.
things like as needed instead of all at once.
It's okay to purchase all at once if you knew exactly what you were getting yourself into.
Yeah, well, we didn't. You're right.
Like,
Okay, well, I have a different one then. We could have evaluated something that we need instead of something that would be cool. I feel like we need an exhaust fan in our bathroom.
oh, man, that's not a very good one because it's not really a lesson that you learned from undertaking this project.
I think it is. In retrospect, in my mind, I'm like, that energy could have been much better spent. You want to hear something fucking
guess that's
crazy?
true.
Is that we bought our house 2 years ago.
That's pretty wild.
We bought our house 2 years ago, and we still haven't been in the attic.
Go in the
What?
attic.
You
I've
have
never-
an attic?
Yeah, we have an attic.
It's not like anything you'd walk up in. It's a very unfinished attic.
I've never been up there. What's up there? Who knows?
It's nasty is what's up there. I've been up there.
Since we moved in,
Not since we
Not
moved
since
in.
we moved in.
but
there could be shit from the previous owner up
Go
there.
up there.
I'm too afraid.
Ooh, what if there's like haunted
afraid.
shit up there?
We would know. Well, maybe that's the ghosts that Reggie likes to scream at.
Okay, what's the third question?
The third question is, like, I can't remember exactly how we word it, but the concept of the third question is basically, if someone was to undertake a similar project in the future, what would your advice be for them?
Don't.
It's very similar to the, like, what would you have done different question, but more condensed in the terms of, like, I would just say I would boil everything down to one thing, which is just make a good plan before you start it.
Or pay someone to do it.
Rachel, hire a woodworker.
Both kind of relate, I think.
In my opinion, which is a
Outsource.
layman's opinion, it is. We should have just bought a fucking table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a very ambitious project to choose as your first construction project of any kind. Like, even if you think just like, I don't know, a shelf would have been easier, but you've never even built a shelf before. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
we aimed high.
And now we're in the last part of the life cycle of this table.
It's true.
So the
I
table.
I would like that part of the basement back.
Yeah, we're gonna reclaim that part of the basement.
Put a couch in and set up the TV and set up a TV stand and move all the game systems to that one spot.
And have a cool little space.
Time to
It's-
auction the table to the Ron's Basement Show viewers. Who wants it? Who wants to finish this table at home?
So Jacob wants the table.
He does, and he's gonna come get it himself.
No, Jake.
Jake says he wants
And
the
it's
table.
not gonna come back to our house, even if he finishes it.
That was my first thought.
It's fine by me.
If he tries, I don't know if you're there, Jake. It's not happening.
What if it's really nice when he's done?
I don't care. I don't want it in the house. It's over. That's sailed. That ship has sailed.
We're closing the books on the table.
Done.
The table's dead.
We've decided that a nice little sitting area.
What if we
All the
put the
game
table
systems.
upstairs?
Where would you put it upstairs?
Where the kitchen table currently is, because I do want to do a kitchen table that more than two people can sit at. Dining room table, I should say.
Yeah.
But also,
It's a big table, though.
it's very big. It would be a tight fit up there.
What if
Yeah.
we put it in the area behind the couch?
I don't want the table back.
What if we bought a table?
We can talk about that at a different time.
Yeah, I think that's a different
Heather does not
conversation.
want to talk about that on the Ron's Basement Show. This is not a topic for the Ron's Basement Show, is what I'm getting.
Well, no, we already talked about this. I wouldn't mind.
I
No, they were gonna build like leaflet thingies or whatever those are called that
we
you could
did
like
build
sit
leaflet
on
thingies.
top.
That's what those are over there. They're
So
cut and
it
everything.
could have easily turned into like a table that you can then use as a table.
The swords over there, too. from the keyboard
Oh.
warrior sword.
The keyboard warrior sword is over there also.
Bless him.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
So that's lessons learned for
Yep.
the table.
Rip the table. Press F in chat
Rip
for the table.
Rooney, but now we're gonna get nice space. And I won't have
Ooh, to the table.
to spend every morning trying to convince the cats to stop climbing the table to try to get into the drop ceiling. Which they are obsessed with.
We've got something else for the show now.
We do.
Are you satisfied? Do you feel satisfied that we've do you feel emotionally satisfied with this conversation about the table?
Yes.
It's a monument to my own failure.
That's not true.
But you've learned so much.
It's an experience.
And like you said, now you have stories.
That's
Several
like
of you
the
have
most
stories about it.
dramatic way to put it I could have ever thought of.
There's a positive spin on this.
I personally want to destroy it. I want to get a crowbar and just rip all the
Yeah, that's a
boards
little
off.
bit of the anger coming out, though, which is unnecessary in this situation. You learn and you move on, and we clean it up, and we have a nice spot in our basement, and we're done. Anyway, if we bought a table, it would be nice to get one that, like, can be made small.
Those tables are cool.
All right, Heather, it's time for this other thing.
Yes!
I love being on the show.
I'm
and
excited
having
about this thing.
No idea what happens.
So I
You
think
know
I'm
what?
the only one who's seen this thing.
I have not seen this thing, so for all I know, this is going to suck ass.
We shall see.
We'll pull this up. Can I open the folder?
Yes. So it's it's a movie file. So I need you to set it to show. You're just gonna show the desktop.
Yeah.
That works. So just play.
I'm gonna just. I want to. Before we get into it, Harley sent this in.
Yes.
This is probably K-pop. Heather, don't make a reaction. Don't make a face. Heather's seen it. I made her watch it.
It's true. I did watch it.
so that she could tell me if it was G-rated.
Oh, so she vetted for you.
I did.
What is the file name called?
Secret thing.
It's called
Okay.
Secret Thing.
I couldn't read it from here. Okay.
I'm opening it up.
Ron. Hello, my name's Dan. I hear you're a big Giant Bomb fan. I hope you enjoyed my time at the site. I look forward to doing any kind of appearances or anything that I may do in the future there. But thanks for being a fan. Here you've got a Twitch talk show. Before I get to that, this booking by Harley asked me to say the phrase Stan Luna at some point. I looked that up, and that has something to do with K-pop. And so I don't know anything about that. I don't really know what that means.
Oh
but
my
the booking
god!
also said to shout out your Twitch talk show, The Ron's Basement Show. So I actually looked that up. I just looked it up right before recording this here. And lo and behold, the first thing I see is it looks like you were ranking the tiers of French fries, like types of French fries. And I like that you had just a normal-ass basket of like diner fries up top. Can't argue that. Can't go wrong with the classic. And the weird Happy Face fries too. Yeah, I forgot about those. It's been a long time. Have to take issue, however, down the tier list, waffle fries. I'm not saying waffle fries are necessarily S tier. I could maybe make that argument. But I think they stand up there with the absolute best of fries. So I do take issue with that in your Twitch talk show, The Ron's Basement Show. So thanks for being a fan. Try some waffle fries, dip them in some barbecue sauce, get some ranch. But thanks so much for the booking, Ron. Thanks for being a fan. Have a good day.
Holy shit!
So when I watched this, I think I just sat there and stared at my phone like, holy shit.
Holy
I think
shit!
I just messaged Harley a straight key smash, and then was
Holy
like, this
shit.
is amazing.
You guys.
I have the Stan Luna at some.
The Stan Luna thing made me laugh really, really hard.
Oh my god!
Holy fuck!
But the fact that he went out of his way to actually go watch part of the show
Thanks for the follow, Orbeck.
was so cute. I was
Oh
like,
my
I love this so much.
Dan Reichert's seen the Ron's Basement Show.
It was so cute. I was like,
What
this
the
is
fuck?
adorable.
I'm sweating right now.
You've been noticed.
Senpai noticed you.
Senpai noticed me.
Can I just say fucking A+ Harley?
Yeah, Harley did good.
I gotta say,
Wow.
personally,
Yes.
I have no recollection of how we ranked any of those fucking French fry
I do.
products.
I don't even remember that happening.
I do.
I
think
was
waffle fries
ranking
are like
potatoes,
a B or
right?
something.
It was we were ranking
Yeah,
potato products.
yeah.
Oh, is that when I made the bold claim I could live without potatoes?
Dan Riker watched the Ron's Basement Show. Oh my god. That's so fucking crazy.
He watched it enough to know the tier list.
He watched some of the Ron's Basement Show.
He did.
Holy shit.
And he said the Ron's Basement Show.
And he said the Ron's Basement Show
Cute.
twice. Oh, I'm gonna have to deconstruct a lot of that. You're gonna have a button that
A whole
says...
soundboard that's
Oh
just
my
Dan
God.
Riker.
Wow.
Fuck. I don't even know where to go from there.
It's one of the... He is a... Well, I don't think he is anymore, but he used to be a person who worked for the video games website that Ron really, really, really likes and is always talking about, giantbomb.com.
It's a website about video games.
Yes. So he was he had like a podcast. He would be on the podcast with the other people on the show, and they would stream video games and do like weird.
Wait, isn't this a Giant Bomb shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God!
I'm sure.
I just like the color, so I wear it all the time.
Dan is no longer part of Giant Bomb. He like writes for wrestling stuff now.
He
something.
works for the WWE.
Yeah.
That's
but,
dope. That's cool
Or
as
the
hell.
WWF? What the fuck is it? I don't know. I don't watch wrestling.
I don't know.
I can't pretend I know. Katie, what is it? Is it the WWE or the WWF? It's
What
the
is
World
WWF?
Wrestling Federation, right? It's the WWF. I think it's WWF.
That was insane. That was insane.
I've been pretty excited about that quietly and privately.
I can't believe that you maintained. I had no fucking clue. Can't stress that enough. No idea that was what the video was. I was sure that it was just a K-pop video. And Heather watched this like 2 weeks ago.
I did.
I can't believe
Oh
that
my God!
you contained that for 2 weeks.
I did.
You had been living with the knowledge that Dan Riker has seen the Ron's Basement Show.
Yep.
And he said the words Ron's Basement Show twice.
Yep.
Heather says WWE, or Katie says WWE.
Ron is all jumbled up now.
I'm fucked up. Senpai noticed me.
Senpai did notice.
Do you understand anime now? You're the anime protagonist here, Ron. Your senpai noticed
I don't
you.
know
You're
about
the
that.
anime protag.
Granted,
He's got the
Harley
green on.
did pay him $30 to watch the Ron's Basement Show.
But still, I feel like he went above and beyond.
That was a really long cameo. The
It
ones I see are
was.
like 10 seconds. It's like,
It was like
hey,
a minute
happy birthday.
and a half, and also he didn't have to go watch the show. It was probably
Yeah.
just to plug the show, and he
Yeah.
went and watched it enough to have specific content to talk about, which I thought was really cool.
That was super cool.
So
Dan Riker fucking rules.
Damn.
Shout out to him.
Damn.
What a cool dude.
I've been waiting for you to get to watch that for a while. I'm glad that you had no idea that, because I was kind of excited about it, and I just was like, just not even gonna think about it, because.
Oh my God. Harley, if you're out there, thank you. Thank you, Harley. He's at a
We
wedding.
need to, like,
He's at a
spell
wedding.
it somehow.
I need to say thank you to Harley somehow. Okay. That actually reminds me that I've been trying to think of who would be the funniest person to get to do a cameo for the Ron's Basement Show. And is it, and I know this is a controversial choice, is it Joe Arpaio?
I don't know who that is.
Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Okay.
Oh, God. He is at a wedding in tennis shoes. Wait,
Why would my mom know?
Oh, he posted on Facebook.
Oh.
Totally forgot. I was like, what the fuck? What kind of connections are...
Should I get Sheriff Joe Arpaio to say the words midweek freak?
No.
What is that?
Sheriff Joe Arpaio is an obscenely racist old man
No,
who
why would you do that? That's
created
weird. Don't
concentration
pay him
camps
money.
in the South.
Don't give
in,
that
like,
person money.
But I just wonder if that would be the funniest
No,
possible.
it wouldn't be the funniest possible answer.
He's
Don't
a
give him
horrible
money.
person.
Didn't he call for lynching of black people?
I don't know if he did that, but
pay
he
him money.
absolutely is a racist, a horrifically racist man who just lost an election. Okay, fine, I won't. But then who is the funniest person to do a cameo in which they say the words midweek freak?
I don't know.
Gilbert Godfrey.
That's an option. He is on there.
I can't do a Gilbert Godfrey, but that would be just that vocal fry.
Imagine Gilbert Godfrey saying the words midweek freak, and then I have a button that I can hit.
He has a Fiverr.
What's a Fiverr?
Where you pay $5 and someone will do something for you. That is what PewDiePie used to get people to hold up Nazi symbols.
Oh, it's a cameo. He's definitely got a cameo. I was looking at Gilbert Godfrey's cameo 2 days ago.
Is he really expensive?
I don't remember how much it cost, but I
Look it up.
remember thinking that he wasn't the best choice.
He's got to be like really expensive. I feel like he thinks. What about William Shatner? After all this shit with
I don't know
Red
that
Letter
William
Media,
Shatner has a cameo.
I think he does.
Does he?
I think so.
That'd be interesting. I think
Shatner probably would be really expensive.
Gilbert Godfrey might be the best choice because he has such a unique voice. You know, like you
It's
would
very
be able
recognizable.
to, very recognizable voice. You would instantly be able to recognize it when I hit the button that said midweek freak.
Okay, Gilbert Gottfried is kind of expensive.
How much is he?
$150. You can talk to him for $10. And then who was the William Shatner? Let's see if William Shatner's on here. Oops. William Hung is on here. William Shatner is not on here.
I could get Dan Marino to say midweek freak. Here's something about is this guy who does the Uncle Roger thing?
Yeah, that dude's cool. He's very funny. I like him. Debbie Gibson? I thought she was dead. Oh,
Big Time Tommy's on here.
he's online now,
Oh
Ron.
man, Big Time Tommy. I love Big Time Tommy.
That was a lot.
He's my favorite guy on Instagram.
Who is he?
Oh, Jimmy Mortadella. How you doing, pal? It's Big Time Tommy. So, what's this news? I hear that you're getting married. Well, I gotta tell you, my friend. I'm told that you've got a massive dong.
I should really get Big Time Tommy to do a cameo. Man, Big Time Tommy is so cool. Look at the size of that fucking stogie.
How you doing, Tom? How you doing, Joe? It's Big Time Tommy. Hey, guys. It's both your birthdays and you're both turning 27. Now, is it just a coincidence that two friends are turning 27 on the same day? Or am I to think that maybe you're twins? And that's the reason why you're both turning 27 the same exact day.
I'm surprised
I
like
don't know.
TikTok
But either
creators
way,
are such a big
it's your
thing.
birthday. So guys,
You can have the
happy
Dr.
birthday.
Pimple Popper person.
Have a great day.
Sandra
Have a
Lee?
great
Yeah.
27th birthday. It's summertime.
What about Chris Hansen? He's only $50.
Oh,
That
Bilbo
makes me sad.
Baggins. It's Big Time Tommy.
What did he just say?
You can have Carol Baskin
And
say
here's
something.
my thought of the day. You need to stop eating shit from the school toilets stuck to the croutons from your dad's work. I'm walking here. Oh, Stinky!
This is too much
OS
for me. We gotta
for life.
stop.
Take
Oh
it easy.
my god. You
What's
can
up, Louis
hide, you
Mitchell?
can get cats to do stuff?
I want to hear the beginning of this again, where I think he says,
Oh, Bilbo Baggins. It's Big Time.
"Yeah,
Oh my god. Okay, yep, I got it.
maybe I won't pay Big Time Tommy to do it."
Yeah, I don't... that was a lot there.
Flavor
You
Flav.
can hire a llama.
Man, Flavor Flav is $250.
What about the sloth?
A sloth can't save midweek freak.
But it's cute.
Heather mentioned Sandra Lee, but not Gary Busey.
Didn't show up on the list.
How much is
I-
Gary Busey?
$350. Bob Saget's on here for $249. I thought you were looking at the
There's a lot of wrestlers on here.
the most popular list. I'm sorry.
Tayson Day, dude. It's
Oh my
only
God!
$40 to get him to say midweek freak.
Holy moly, Mike Newman, is that you?
He's so cool.
Oh my.
Now I'm just looking for like very recognizable
Get
people.
Jamie Farr.
Yeah, I saw Jamie Farr on there. Billy D. Williams.
Susan Essman? There's a lot of people on here that I wouldn't expect.
Gamers is a category.
Oh God. Oh God.
Colin Mockery. Let's see who's on here for
Oh,
Star
Colin
Trek.
Mockery's cool as fuck. That guy's
Robert
funny.
Picardo.
There's somebody on here called Not Tom Cruise.
Oh, is that the impersonator?
Yeah.
Gates McFadden.
Oh, she doesn't have any examples.
Aw.
Let's see Robert Picardo.
I feel like that means people haven't.
Jonathan, Robert Picardo here, and I believe congratulations are in order. It's your 4th wedding anniversary with your...
This is strange.
Yeah.
I don't recognize half. Marina Sirtis, sure.
Okay, I just did hashtag gamers because now I want to see.
Oh, he plays Saru, doesn't he?
I was gonna say, Doug Jones is like the guy who always...
The
Hi,
woman who plays
Tom.
Tilly.
This is Mary Wiseman. I play Sylvia Tilly on Star Trek Discovery. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for sending me this message.
Yes, the guy who always plays the...
LeVar Burton, $300. Holy shit.
Honestly, you could probably get him to do it just by tweeting him. LeVar Burton is like super cool.
Alright, anyway.
Yeah, we've really fallen down a hole here. We're not even talking about anything anymore. We're just like looking up people
Yeah, this is engaging.
to do cameos.
But anyway.
Anyway,
John Delancey.
I love how Harley had him say Stan Luna.
The only person from Deep Space Nine is Nicole DeBoer. Not even an Andy Robinson.
Paul, Sean, greetings.
He's got a very good voice. Anyway,
Anyway,
oh, is Shaggy Two Dope on there?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Is Shaggy Two Dope an option, Kyle? Could I get Shaggy Two Dope to say midweek freak?
Fred Durst.
Wow. Fred Durst. Fred Durst, you say?
Stick it up your ear. Stick it up your ear.
Nice. That was a lot. That was a long video. That minute and a half felt like it was 3 hours. There was a lot to take in from that.
I'll tell you right now that I'm going to watch that video about 7,000 times because that was very.
He watched the midweek free.
He watched the Ron's
Or
Basement.
the Ron's Basement Show. I apologize.
I just watched Shooter McGavin's and it was just sad. That sucks.
Some of them are really sad.
Oh boy, it's been a long week, folks.
It's been a very long week.
Last night, my friend Bob was over. We hung out. It was a very eventful evening. We watched Barbarella.
What little I saw of that, that was not a movie. That was incoherent bullshit.
Barbarella is possibly one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but also very compelling. It was very, very compelling.
It is
Uh,
very 70s.
They just literally Bob like about a quarter of the way through the movie, Bob was just calling out all the different times. It was like, okay, here comes an excuse for a costume change.
Oh my
And they were
God.
just putting Jane Fonda in different costumes, just over and over and over again. Every scene, basically, she had a new elaborate costume.
The set design for that movie must have been a lot.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
There's a flying angel man who's blind.
yeah, what was his name? Like, Penga or something?
I don't remember.
It was-
I don't
it
remember
was
anybody's
P
name.
It was P something.
And the whole time we're watching it, I'm like desperately trying to cling to what little plot there is and just cannot follow it at all. Like, it is a mess.
And a half.
It's very visually striking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The blind angel man he had lost the will to fly until he and Jane Fonda banged, and then he gained the will to fly again.
The weirdest part of that movie is she explains that they don't have sex physically. They take pills
They
to
take
have
pills.
sex. And she thought it was, like, beneath her to have, like, physical intimacy with somebody. But then that's just the whole movie. She just, like, brings joy to people by having sex with them.
It's a very bizarre movie.
It's... Yeah, I can see why it has a cult following.
Then we watched Beastmaster.
Is that why I heard Beastmaster, yo? It's the baby.
He looks very tired.
He's always tired, except when he wants to fight.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
Thanks for the follow, Tweet.
Is that Tweet?
Probably. We watched Beastmaster. That movie sucked ass.
I heard a lot of yelling of the name Beastmaster.
He like talks to a hawk by
He's gonna
literally
go
going like ah at the hawk, and I literally had to go to sleep because I was so bored of the movie. And then we finished it this morning.
Boy, baby. Bob was assaulted last night by Remy.
So was I. I woke up bloody.
Oh no.
Yeah, Heather was hanging out with Remy and woke up literally bleeding.
He's a little devil, but
He's really watching me play with this piece of leather strap.
adorable. Yeah, he wants to eat it.
Don't get him all fired up when he's in my arms, please.
I mean, he's gonna get all fired up anyway.
Heather's bled enough. Oh, little baby. He's so little.
Oh man, we're just looking at a cute cat now.
Yeah, I mean,
Man,
that is content.
the Ron's Basement Show has just gone downhill.
Excuse me, you
okay,
don't
you
eat
cannot
Kit
have a
Kats.
Kit Kat, little cat.
You don't eat Kit Kats.
Because I don't know, maybe I do. How do you know? I'm barely alive.
He's just a little baby.
I wasn't even on this earth 3 months ago.
Oh.
He's out of here.
Oh no, hold on. You don't need to eat a whole other can of food.
Oh,
He's going
God.
after Reggie's food.
Hi, Reg.
Yeah, it was a fairly eventful evening. I had a long call with my brother.
Yeah, sure did. And some other people here in the chat.
Yeah, it was basically just the Ron's Basement Show audience.
Yeah, like the core. The
Everyone-
RBS core.
Oh my god, Heather, you scared the shit out of me.
For the first time, I was not scared. I'm scared by everything.
What you doing?
I don't know.
She's inspecting.
Are you guys excited for the prospect of a Ron's Basement Show theater
When's that?
coming soon? I don't know when it will be. Maybe this week. This coming week, maybe, on Wednesday.
I'm looking at all these VHS tapes. What is... oh my god, I just thought today was Tuesday for some reason.
Heather and I have
I'm
been,
so fucked up.
Heather and I have been under the impression that it's Sunday all day today. I think because Bob stayed the night last night.
It also
and-
feels like a Sunday because a lot of things happened yesterday. which usually happens on a Saturday.
It's been a long week. It's been such a long week that it feels like the week is already over. Have we had the conversation of does the week begin on Sunday or Monday?
Yeah, we have. Heather said Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clearly Monday.
I also said Monday.
How much money would it take for you guys to eat a can of dog food? Whole can?
Kind of a lot, because I think dog food smells really bad. To be fair, I don't even eat canned soup because I think it smells like dog food.
I would say, let's start off, name your price, Heather. Name your price. Someone's got
How big is the can of dog food?
Like a can of dog food.
Like one of the big cans?
Yes.
Do I have to eat the whole can?
You have to eat the whole can to get the money.
Can she pick the flavor?
Yes.
And brand?
No.
Because there's obviously there's some shit tier canned dog food, and then there's the stuff with real meat.
This is shit tier brand dog
Okay,
food.
so this is
how much money would it cost? A guy is sitting in front of you. He says, "Name your price."
$100,000.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Now he turns to you, Maddie, and he says, "Name your price."
Like $5, probably.
$5.
I'm in it for the experience, man. I'm in it for the experience. I'm adventurous. I'm willing to do it.
Are you dumb? What the hell is wrong with you?
Because also, this is one of the few times where it's the very thought of even the smell of dog food makes me feel sick, and you're over here I puke when I think about hamburgers touching air from a window.
The thing is,
I'll eat a can of dog food.
I think the smell of dog food smells good.
You don't want to get paid a bunch of money to do it then?
If too much air touches my hamburger, I puke, but I'll eat a can of dog food for $5.
I have openly admitted I'm fucked up.
Let's go back. Let's take a step back. I'm going to pretend you didn't just say $5.
Yeah,
the guy says to you, "I will pay the lowest bidder." Okay? I will pay the lowest bidder. Heather started off at $100,000. Would you eat it for $999,000 or $99,999?
Yeah, if there was no one else, if I didn't know anyone else's bid.
Heather, can you beat that?
No.
You wouldn't go below. You wouldn't do it for $99,998.
No.
So that extra $2
No,
is
because
doing all the
I've
work.
already learned that Maddie would go as low as $5.
Pretend you didn't hear that.
I can't.
For the sake of the show.
Okay, what if it was somebody else who said that they would do it for $9,999?
Oh.
What's name another price then?
I already named a price.
Okay, you got beat. What's the
Okay.
next price you're going to offer?
I'm not going to offer another price. That's
Wow.
it. It's over.
Heather is standing fast at $100,000. Won't even go down to $98,999. That's crazy. He says to both of you, I could find somebody to do it for way less money than that.
That's
me. Also me.
That's fine. That's fine. Go find somebody else.
Thanks for playing along, guys. Really appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've only got 45 extra minutes to fill here on the Ron's Basement Show, so I'm glad you just...
We did just play along.
If I could just get somebody... I hit the...
This is what you get. You deserve this. Every time you try to cut us out so that you can monopolize the show, you're gonna hit that button. It's karmic justice.
If I could get some people to be on the Ron's Basement Show who perhaps understand the concept of improv comedy, that would be fucking great. I'm taking applications.
You knew what you were getting when you asked me to be on this show.
Look, I could do the
Heather
improv.
will
I
not
don't feel like it.
Heather will not play. She will not play. Heather, will you please play with me?
I just did.
Will you just play with me a little bit?
Did.
I don't like that phrasing, Ron, and I don't like that tone of voice that you said it in either.
Why don't you guys just play with me?
Okay, I don't like that. See, the problem here is you went with food. And the food you went with is, it's okay.
It's a McElroy thing. Yeah.
Okay, good. And the thing is, you went with dog food, which to me, dog food is of the list that you could have chosen from of gross food to have someone eat for money. Dog food is way at the top of that's acceptable.
That's disgusting.
You have to
No.
go like way
The
lower.
smell of it horrifies me. The weird gelatinous shit that builds up around the edges horrifies me.
Okay, look, this chat doesn't need to turn on me again. Every fucking time.
Saying that the chat is turning on you implies that they weren't already after you to begin with.
I am the chat.
I just need just two guests who could be on the show who can just.
I already it's too disgusting. I need to get an amount that's gonna like make a huge difference. I can pay off all of everything.
If he came up to you and said $10,000, $10,000, you'd be like,
No.
I'm holding out for 10 times that much.
It's not like I'm holding out.
I would eat human shit for $10,000.
That's disgusting.
I would eat a log of
You
human
lost
shit
me
for
with that one.
$10,000.
I would eat the dog food. I would not.
You know how
eat
much
cheese.
money $10,000 is?
But it's feces, Ron. That's where I draw my line. No feces ever.
It's the whole cam part that really like makes me set that.
It's
high.
got to be uncomfortable. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Cat food kind of would be worse.
I don't think cat food would be worse.
Well, it's always like fish.
Like, if it was Reggie's current can of food, I would probably do it for a lot cheaper, just because his current can of food is literally pieces of chicken, rice, and carrots.
Right, it just looks like...
like... But that's because
Could you eat any of the pate?
No.
Like the
That's what
pate
makes it
style
nasty.
cat food? Even if it was like with crackers or something? You smear it on a cracker?
I'm like one of the worst people to choose for this, Ron. I won't even eat like meat on its own. I pick meat out of almost every dish that I eat.
Okay,
And that's
but
just a jar of gelatinous
that actually
meat.
makes you the best person to ask because you're the one who is, like, has the highest standards.
Yeah, so $100,000.
That's crazy, though.
I don't
That's
think it's
crazy.
that crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't think it's that crazy.
What wouldn't you do for $100,000? I would do anything for $100,000.
Would you murder someone for $100,000?
Yes.
No.
$100,000?
I don't think I would. Period. Like even if like.
Look, I mean,
I don't think I'd
am I
do it.
gonna go murder somebody? No, but is that what people? Have you ever seen what people pay for hitmen? It's
Yeah,
not.
it's like-
It's
it's like
not
$8,000.
$100,000. It's not. For legal reasons, by the way, the saying that I would kill someone is a joke.
We do not condone violence. You should never. Be violent.
Look. Katie says I need a can of dog food for $100.
Now, if we're being 100% real, I obviously would not take $5. Now, I obviously wouldn't do it for free. I also wouldn't do it for like $100. I would probably do it for like $300 to eat a can of dog food.
Okay, that's much more
Like
reasonable.
I would legitimately, no joke, it would have to be like $300 to $500 for an eat dog food. I would take a bite of dog food for like $100. Like, oh, take this huge ass nasty bite of dog food. I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
$100 is not
Kyle.
enough.
I can't keep up the facade forever. Sometimes I have to break character.
I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
$100. I can get $100 right now.
$100,000 is like my way of basically saying I would never do it.
$100,000 is insane, Heather.
That is a lot.
You know how many thousands of people I could pay to eat dog food for $100,000? I could pay a fucking 100 people $1,000.
Why did you ask for my amount and then sit here and get mad about it?
I'm not getting mad about it. It's part of the joke. It's part of
I'm gonna get the other baby.
making the conversation last.
Oh, Reggie, my goodness. Reggie's talking up a storm.
I would do it for $150. I want to get Luke a Bret Hart cameo. Shh, don't tell. Oh God, I just said it out loud.
Does he watch the show?
I don't know. Probably not, but I said it out loud. Hopefully he's now listening.
No, Reggie.
Luke, don't listen.
Baby.
Oh,
Look how
Reggie.
handsome he is.
He doesn't want to be held.
He just looked at me like with those eyes like, save me.
Yeah, Reggie
But
doesn't.
he loves it.
Reggie's not like Remy. Remy will like go limp when you pick him up. Reggie goes the opposite. He just gets rigid.
But he does like it. Like, he definitely enjoys the pets. Oh.
I would do just about anything for $100,000. I can't think of a single thing that I wouldn't do for $100,000.
That's very chaotic.
Why? That's enough money to change your life forever.
That's true, but it's also chaotic to say you would do anything.
If anybody out there has $100,000 and has some fucked up shit that they want me to try and do, let's talk.
Right here's your man.
Let's talk.
That's not.
Let's test this. Let's see, what am I not willing to do?
That is the basis of a horror
Come up
movie.
with some stuff right now.
There's a movie called... What is it called? But it's essentially Would You Rather. And it's like, I'll give you $10 million, and you get two choices of what you have to do. And if you try and leave, we kill you. And they're not like... And most of them are like, you either do something to yourself or do something to somebody else.
Propose something for me to do for $100,000. And I'll tell you if I'd do it or not. Heather, go.
Eat an entire bucket of worms.
How long do I have to do it?
God.
30 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I would do it. $100,000? $100,000. The only thing is that it would just take...
Yeah, you would have to, like, fist them into...
30 minutes.
I don't
30
know
minutes would
about
probably be not
logistics.
long enough.
You gotta make it work.
I don't know if I could do it. I would do it, but I don't know if I could do it in 30 minutes. That's a lot of stuff to eat.
Can I puree them?
Katie says, I think that would be easy, but would it actually be easy? Because think of how big of a bucket. Yeah, that's another.
Yeah.
What size bucket?
When I said that, I was picturing like a pickle bucket.
Oh, like a 5-gallon
Like a
bucket?
big ass bucket.
I don't think I could eat anything. 5
Okay,
gallons
then
of
how about like
anything.
a bucket, like just a regular ass bucket, like you would use to mop the floor?
Yeah. I think I could do it.
Pretty sure that did happen on Fear Factor. Katie's eaten a worm before?
A KFC bucket.
That's the metric here, is a KFC bucket.
Yeah, let me get a bucket of extra crispy and a bucket of worms. Is there dirt on the worms?
Yes.
There's dirt
It's like
inside
it's
of
like worms bought from a bait shop.
Oh, so there's not even a lot of worms in it.
No, I meant that's what you can expect for the worms. The bucket is only worms. There's
Okay. So it's not like it's filled with dirt and then there's some worms in there. Okay. Yeah, I would do it.
Family-sized
For
worms.
$100,000, Heather, for me, I would do it for us. Okay.
How selfless for you.
What else you got? What else would I do for $100,000?
What about a bucket of hair?
To do what with it?
To eat it. Eat a bucket of hair. You were so concerned about what about hair. I thought it was
Again,
funny.
you guys are choosing things that...
I don't think you could do that.
Yeah, it would kill you. But, like, would you do it? You have... Eat a finger? With the bone? No.
Eat a finger with the bone.
That's just horrifying.
Yeah, I would do it.
Would you break your own foot for $100,000?
Break my
Ew,
foot?
I don't
Break
want to talk
your
about
foot.
broken bones.
Yes.
Okay, that's as high as I can go.
Are you paying the medical bills and
No.
giving me $100?
No. You just
See,
get $100,000. There is no medical compensation for you. You just break your foot.
My out-of-pocket maximum is $6,900. So I would have to pay at least $6,900, and I bet I would pay every penny of it.
But you
So
would still
really,
have like
I'd be getting
$94,000.
paid $93,000.
That's still a lot of money.
Yeah, I would do it.
That was my highest.
Do I get to choose how?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and what qualifies as a break? Like
It has to fracture.
just one bone in there has to, or
Yes,
like it
a
has
part
to be like,
of the
Okay,
foot has to
easy,
break, and it can't
easy.
be toes.
drink a poop shake. I already said I would eat poop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feces is like above my limit.
That's like Nathan For You, where he makes the poop flavored frozen yogurt.
What? I missed that show.
I don't.
It's hard. It's hard to watch.
Reggie is trapped on the set of the Ron's Basement Show.
That's true.
Reggie.
Yeah, this is getting gross, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you wanted us to play along.
Well, I thought maybe you guys would like pick things that are like embarrassing or like less like disgusting
I
and
can
more
go
like
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
How much to go nude? Like in front of every person you know.
To go nude?
To go nude in front of every person you know. And it's not like you're running past them. You just stand there with like your arms up and like you're the Vitruvian Man pose.
For how long?
Let's say 3 minutes.
Yeah, I would do it.
How much? 100,000?
Give me the Reggie camera.
Or would you go more?
Oh shit, Heather,
Give me
why
the
would you
Reggie
pick up that camera?
Look at it.
That's the one camera you shouldn't have picked up.
Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, because you don't have to fix it later. There's Reggie's butthole.
Asterisk. Love that exclamation mark. Reggie's butthole.
I would be much more like hesitant to be naked in front of my friends and family than I would be to be naked in front of strangers in downtown Detroit.
Exactly.
The minimum amount I would say to be naked in front of my friends and family is probably like, let's say $1,000. I would do it for $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's like nothing. I guess that comes down to like, do you feel shameful about your body?
Yeah, for sure I do. But I don't think like. I think if everyone knew I was getting $1,000 to do it, they would be okay with it.
Yeah, like I would...
the setup here is that they all know and they're fine with it.
Now, to be naked, like in downtown Detroit, I would do some. I would. Damn, Katie, that's fucking harsh. I would see you naked for $100,000. Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
wow.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn. That's ice cold. What was I gonna say? To walk around downtown Detroit. Yeah, I would need to know that number one, that I'm not gonna be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to have that as a guarantee. And I would probably do it for.
And also, like, no videotaping you.
That's I don't so much care about. Whatever.
I wouldn't want there to be like evidence that it happened.
I would say like $100. I would do that for.
Oh my god!
But I have to guarantee that I don't want to be. I don't want to be arrested for it because if I get arrested, that instantly is bad time.
Look how cute he is. He would like to escape. Reggie. Reggie.
This is now the Reggie's Basement Show.
The Reggie Ron Remy Basement Show.
Reggie, what's our next topic of discussion? It's too low.
Reggie.
Reggie.
He's so fucking cute. Oh. Oh.
He escaped. Turn the camera so it's looking at you.
I can't get over there in time.
Turn the camera, Heather.
Oh my god, the cable just makes it.
Reggie's just rubbing on whatever's on the floor back
Trash.
there. Oh god, look at
I know.
the bag is all freaked out. Wait, why is the bag the different background set?
Because it's a different camera.
Mm.
Oh, you found a toy, huh?
It's you're aiming low. Perfect. Handsome boy. What else should we
Switch back to
talk
your
about?
camera.
What?
Switch back.
Okay. Welcome back, folks. We're in the basement.
Yeah, look at this lovely basement we have here. It's Midwestern kitsch with a burgundy blood-stained carpet and wall for some reason. Where is this? Over here?
It looks like they dyed the walls with Kool-Aid.
It does. Oh, what? How much to eat a cool lickle?
A what?
A cool lickle. It's a pickle that is sat in Kool-Aid. And it, like, absorbs the flavor and the color of the Kool-Aid.
I don't know, like $1?
Really? That would be gross to me. I'd say like $20.
Really?
Yeah, and I even like Kool-Aid.
To eat a
pickle.
Kool-Aid flavored pickle? $20?
Yeah, I don't really like
I would not
flavor
pay you
mashup
$20
stuffs.
to eat a Kool-Aid
Flavor mashup stuff's kind of...
All those people who said that they would eat gross stuff for $100, I have $100. I will fucking pay you to do that. So
go get something gross and I'll eat it for $100.
If you're ever going to be on the Ron's Basement Show, you better be prepared to live up to what you have claimed. The dog food, though, like 10,000.
A whole can, like $500. But a bite, like
I can put together $500.
No.
So you better be you
Do not.
you better be real. If I
Do
get
not.
$500 together
Do not.
and a can of like fucking Kelpo.
Kelpo. Oh
Is that
God.
what it's called?
Alpo.
Alpo. Kelp.
Kelpo is from SpongeBob. That's what he feeds Gary. Yeah, I would. Look, Kyle. He said he could get the $500 together. I'm taking
Do
it.
not.
Did you just?
What? I googled
Type in
Alpo.
dog
What
food.
is
You
it?
can't just type in a fucking single word and think it's gonna give you the.
Yeah.
Learn how to search. Dog food Alpo. Ron. All the words together. There we go.
It's called Alpo, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, it
It's
says
just-
it.
I can't
Ron
see
does
it.
not know how to Google search.
I thought I did.
There it is. Right there. ID that.
No. This is not what I'm thinking of. What's the one that starts with a K, people at home? Isn't there a dog food that starts with a K?
Just Google dog food that starts with K. That's literally how I Google things, and I find them. And it's like, here's a list of stuff. I could probably just also look this up.
Like a cheap ass dog food that starts with a K?
Dog food brands that start with K.
I can't think of what it is. No, I'm talking about wet dog food. I'm talking about cans of dog food.
Oh, there's a Wikipedia page here. K. Kennel ration, kibbles and bits, and Kennemeat. That's the 3 Ks. There's Old Roy. Vegepet.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else then. I don't know.
Iams? Thinking of Iams.
No, that's not it.
Bacon strips. I think I ate a bacon strip.
I would probably just try a bacon strip for free. I don't think I would eat the whole thing, but I would probably try it. It's supposed to taste like bacon.
Here,
about-
I'd eat this one.
Milk bone.
Grammy's pot pie.
Look at the picture.
It's got a dog on it. I guess it's dog food. It looks like human food.
It says it's dog.
I'm gonna look up nasty dog food brands.
You know what? I think that's all for this week's episode of the Ron's Basement Show.
Yeah, we've kind of derailed here.
I've got nothing left in the tank.
We kind of like hit a peak with that cameo.
Yeah, no shit. I was fucking blown away. I was absolutely blown away by that. Thank you again, Harley.
We really crested. That was amazing.
No, we won't. We don't need to see it again.
Are you
Ron,
sure?
you can watch it as many times as you want to.
Folks, did you learn something on this week's episode?
We did. We learned a lot about table construction
No, we
and the
didn't.
importance of project planning.
We didn't learn anything about table
We learned
construction.
the importance of a work breakdown structure. Yes. I think that's really what it is we learned not to make a table.
I don't know who La Beast is.
L.A.
Is it
Beast?
L.A.
Yeah,
Beast?
it's L.A. Beast.
Chet Hanks. Oh man, $295. That's a lot. That's a lot of money for Chet Hanks. It's Tom Hanks' son, who for some reason speaks as if he is from Jamaica.
What?
Have you never seen? All right, before we go, let's go ahead and.
Yeah, crowdfunded $295.
He is. Chet Hanks is one of the most bizarre.
Tom Hanks brought all 4 of his kids to the Golden Globes on Sunday night as he was awarded with the Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement. That was 29-year-old.
Absolutely cannot hear it, by the way.
Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a white soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
Sorry, what?
Okay.
What? Does he always do that?
Yeah, this is how he talks.
I'm looking him up. Like, is there...
Well, the only person I would ever get a cameo from doesn't have one, so it's over.
Yeah, Chet Hanks is.
Is it Virgil's voice actor?
It is! I'm so glad you know me that well to know that's who I would pick. I would absolutely have Daniel Southworth say something for me. Honestly, it would be a toss-up, though. Like, I would almost just want him to talk about the Quantosaurus Rex in it. So
I bet he would say it if you put it in the cameo description.
Yeah, but he doesn't
All
have
right.
one.
Folks, that's the end of this week's episodes this week's episode. That's the end of this week's episode of the Ron's Basement Show.
Let me hear Daniel Southworth.
Huh?
Scum!
Oh.
Scum.
Thank you.
Surfboard. Scum. Scum.
God, it's so good.
Have you ever heard the video
Yes. Yes.
I'm trying to hunt demons, but I'm dummy thick in the clap of my ass.
It's really good.
Yes.
I miss that stuff.
I'm just on the stream.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Harley.